What's going on, guys? Welcome to Pressure Washing. Tonight it is 12:04. Large diesel spill. Make sure you subscribe. Please tap that like button. Tap goes a long way. Let's go. So right here, guys, there's a large diesel spill in all of these areas. Not from a trucker, but from people just spilling diesel. So it's in 3 different bays here. So we're going to be cleaning all sides of this pump. So we're going to be treating it, and then we're going to be surface cleaning it, and then we're going to be washing it, and then we're going to be rinsing. I'm going to take you through step by step how we do all that. So I just want to show you a few pictures of what it's like. It's really bad. This concrete is probably about 2 years old. So what we're going to do is start applying a chemical. We have it in our pump sprayer. We're using sodium hydroxide mixed with Dawn. We normally just downstream it. You can shoot it through a soft wash system. You can just spot treat it. We're doing it through a pump sprayer for this video right here. And we're going to let it dwell for a little bit, guys. We're going to let it dwell and let it set in there for around 15, 20 minutes. You don't got to go that long. You try to keep it off the paint. Make sure all the heavy soils is really treated. You want to make sure all the really soil spots has a lot of chemical on them so it's able to work and start getting in that concrete. Of course, make sure your hoses are rolled out so they don't catch or kink or get hung on anything. Once all that's done and you're ready to rock and roll, we're going to pull out the surface cleaner. I always use an 8 or 10 gallon a minute pressure washer or bigger. Gallons per minute is more important than your PSI. You want to be around 3,000 PSI. 8 to 10 gallons a minute is good. And we're going to use this 28-inch big guy whisper wash. You see it right now with no hot water. We're taking all that up. Just so I can stop the picture for a second. You see that little path? That's our first path with no hot water. So we'll go over it a few times to make sure we're doing the best job possible. But like I said, we're using no hot water. We have hot water, but we use hot water on grease primarily. When you're cleaning up diesel, it's all about the chemical you use, and fuel and oil. It's all about the chemical, the dwell time. You can brush it, agitate it. We do that in some spots. We'll take a stiff bristle brush and we'll brush it. But you can see the surface cleaner here is just going to town and cleaning it up really well. You want to make sure that you get all that up. Look at all that. Oh, look at all that nasty diesel coming up right there, man. And look when I come back. See the path there? Now, you're not going to get all the concrete up, but look how good it looks. Concrete has holes in it. If you cut it up and look through it in the air, you'll see that it's porous. Now, see, we haven't done the pump yet, but we've done one little path to show you what it's like right here. You can see we're meeting our part where we washed over here. Look how good it's looking. See those spots at the top? Those are not going to come out. They've been there. And what happened is when it happened, nobody put the oil absorber down or sawdust or kitty litter or anything to absorb that. So it just got in there and just stained it. Like, once again, this is what it looks like when we got here on the scene. So we're going to be going over each part. We always start right next to the bottom of the pump and work our way down from it. So we're going on each side of the pump, back and forth slowly, and then where the bars are at the top there, the poles, we're going to come back with a ball valve and lance and get in there as well. Look at that nice clean path. Once again, no heat. So we're going to use our ball valve, and we're going to hit on the top of the pumps right here and use a stiff bristle brush as well. So we'll brush it and we'll come back with a ball valve. You don't want to put the surface cleaner up there because you can break your surface cleaner. See how that cleanness has gotten right here? So you just want to take your time. You want to try to keep it off the pumps as much as possible and keep it off the paint as much as possible. And if there's any spots like that right there, you'll take a brush to it and just kind of brush it out. This right here is probably the worst one. So we're getting all that. We're going to go over it and then get the top layer off, come back with a brush, and then hit it again multiple times. It don't take but like a few minutes to take a soft bristle brush to get there. And like I said, it'll come on out. But this is very, very bad. People spill all day. So I could clean it and it'll be bad in another hour, if that. So like I said, we always try to maintain them. I tell people it's like mowing the yard. If you keep your yard mowed, it's easier to maintain. If it gets out of hand, then you're in trouble, man. You're going to use a bush hog or something. But back to this, you see how it's every time we go over it, it gets a little lighter. And you see around the poles right there, it's getting lighter. And the trash can, we always wash the trash can as well. Now, this is what it looks like right here once we're done. You can see we got it looking really good. All that new spill we did get up. You won't get the old stains up. You can possibly brighten it, but that's a whole nother video. We'll go over how we do that. But for the most part, we did get all the new fuel up, but we got some of the old stains up as well. It just looks a million times better right here. This is with no cold water. This is with a 10 gallon a minute pressure washer, 3,000 PSI. At 10 gallons a minute, general pump with the Honda IGX 800 with the 28-inch whisper wash. Look how nice that pump looks. Now we're going to walk around and show you. You can see everything looks amazing. And we're going to end the video with a little clip here of Sadie and Maggie doing what they do best, eating and snacking with Dad. So here we are sharing some cheese. I thought you guys would like this. Have a blessed day, guys. God bless you all. See you next time.